If you're listening to the replay of this live, be sure to punch that like and subscribe button. And be sure to let me know and drop it below your 2 cents as we go throughout the video. What up, what up, what up, everybody? How is everybody doing this fine Saturday? What is up? What is going on? Let me know you here in the chat. Where is everybody joining me from today? Today's live will be sponsored by Supreme L. Today's live will be sponsored by Supreme L. I'm going to put his link in the chat. Make sure you guys click on his link and follow his channel. He has some great music. And he's also sponsoring today's prize that I will be giving out. So, I will announce later how you're going to win that prize and who has won the prize. So, salute to everybody in the chat. Let me know you here. All things, what's going on? D-Town, what is up? What is up? Y'all see what we talking about today? Ryan King Rye Garcia. And I say this all the time. I get a little backlash. I am a Ryan Garcia fan. I have been following Ryan Garcia throughout his career. I don't know. I see something in Ryan that keeps me kind of attracted to him, and I want to see how his career goes. And you know, some people say people like to watch people and follow people where they're just not quite sure if they're gonna make it. So I'm not quite sure if Ryan is gonna make it. Not quite sure. Same with AB. AB, one of my favorite fighters. Loved AB. Still love AB to this day. Still watch his interviews. Still interested in seeing him fight. But it was always that aspect with AB is you just don't quite know if he gonna make it, right? And he still got a cult following. There's some people out there that believe he could possibly get it together and become a champion again. So we still not quite sure if AB gonna make it. But if we real at this point, AB AB not gonna make it. Or he made it. And that's as far as he gonna get. But Adrian Brown is a 4 division world champion, the youngest to ever do it. And people still criticize him about his career because his potential was so high and people expected so much more from him. And that's kind of how I'm feeling about Ryan Garcia. He got the talent. I mean, no, he's not the best fighter in the world. No, I don't think he's gonna be undisputed. No, I don't. He's not Oscar De La Hoya. I don't expect him to be Oscar De La Hoya, but I do expect him to be Ryan Garcia. And I don't know if he's gonna make it. He's amassed a huge following. He's created the new blueprint for boxing, as he say. $30 million fight. He made it on his own. He didn't use his promoters. And you can feel how you want to about the fight. I'm talking about the business behind it and what he was able to do and how he's changed boxing in a way. And nobody wants to admit that. Ryan Garcia has changed boxing. He gave the fight people wanted to see. We all know Ryan Garcia ain't had no business in the ring with Gervonta Tank Davis. It was blasphemous. They talking about, this is a 50-50 fight. How was Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis a 50-50 fight? Y'all cut it out. Cut it out. I actually thought Tank was gonna go in there and destroy Ryan Garcia, but I feel like Tank showed him a little grace. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I feel like Tank showed him a little grace. So let's see who we got in the chat. All things salute. All things. I want to let you know, since you were the first person to comment today, you are the winner of today's contest. Please put your Zelle or Cash App in the chat, or I could drop the link and you can put it in the private chat. All Things was the first one to comment. He has won today's prize, sponsored by Supreme L. Let me drop that in the chat for y'all. So what y'all think about today's fight? Who y'all got winning? We're gonna chop it up on that. I ain't gonna be on here too long today. I just want to hop on here. I ain't been up here in a while. I'm trying to get a consistent schedule. It's a tad bit difficult. It's a tad bit difficult. Let me see. All right, I think I pinned it to the top. All right. D-Town, what up, though? What's going on, D-Town? Hold on a second. Having some technical difficulties. Struggle streaming over here. All right. All Things, D-Town. All Things say, I'm rooting for Ryan, but I have this little doubt about Duarte hurting him to the body. I mean, the thing, we can say Ryan weak to the body, but the thing is, he say he had a rib injury. I don't know how true that is. I don't know if it's a quote-unquote excuse, but the man say he had a rib injury. And y'all can go to Ryan's body all you want to. Y'all know he got that quick left hook, so he will catch you. He will catch you. D-Town. Okay, D-Town. Here you go. Let's see. 2 cents. I'm sorry, but Ryan is a fraud. Dedicated more than ever. Thank Jesus. Calling out people stunting. Catch weight at 143. Real comedy. Well, who he calling out? Tank. He didn't call out Shakur. Shakur called him out. I know we were talking about this on Ross' channel. Shakur called him out. He got asked a question about Shakur, and Ryan said he feels like Shakur is arrogant. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all feel like Shakur is arrogant. He's not the only one that feel that way. He's been knowing Shakur. They came up together in the amateur, so He like, man, the dude, he's just arrogant. He's always been like that. You know, I'm trying to be cool, chop it up with people. I'm telling him, hey, you know, Ryan seems like the type of guy he want to be friends with everybody, right? He want to laugh, talk, hi, how you doing? Let's be cool. I know we competitors, but that don't mean we gotta hate each other. Type of vibe is what I get from Ryan. And he just like, hey, come holler at us. And Shakur like, nah, man, you want to holler at me? Come speak to me. All that type of stuff like that. Like, man, come on. That'll rub anybody the wrong way. And why he can't thank Jesus? Why he can't thank Jesus, D-Town? Peace and blessings. Can you please bless D-Town with this gift for me? Cool, D-Town. He passing on the prize. You was the second person to comment in the chat. So go ahead and click the link and drop your Cash App or your Zelle so I can send you that prize. Chef Curry, salute. At 2 cents boxing in the chat. I was never a fan of Ra. I got him getting upset. Man, why y'all don't like Ryan Garcia? Y'all come up here and chat with me. Tell me why y'all don't like Ryan Garcia. Now, I never disliked Ryan Garcia, but all the capping he was doing about the Ryan Garcia fight back in the day, it was ticking me off. But now I'm starting to believe that part of that might have been because Oscar was lying to him about making that fight. And that's why he had to go around Oscar to make the fight, because Oscar was capping. Obviously. And bring up a 135er? D-Town. So you saying Duarte 135 and he brought him up to 140? How y'all gonna try to say that's why y'all don't like Ryan when all the fighters doing that? Canelo bringing folks up. Tank be bringing folks up. Benavidez who don't be bringing fighters up to fight them? Come on, y'all. Y'all gotta be fair, man. Y'all gotta be fair across the board. Y'all gotta be fair across the board. Trash talking real fighters. He's supposed to trash talk D-Town? Chef Curry say, to me, Ryan is a manufactured hype job. And that could be true. He could be a manufactured hype job, but that doesn't deny his talent. He got some hand speed. He got some decent boxing skills. I mean, he fought these people in the amateurs. He fought the Haneys. He fought Shakur. Like, he came up with these guys in the amateurs. So it's not like they just pulled him out of nowhere and he's never competed with the quote-unquote top guys that's out right now. Right? D-Town say he just came off a fight with Tank, and this is the follow-up to that. Well, D-Town, who you want him to see? He moving up in weight. He got a new trainer. He's rededicating himself to his craft. He ain't fought in a while. It's a tune-up. It's a tune-up, D-Town. I got to go easy on my boy now. It's a tune-up. But these other fighters, if Ryan come in, this fight, win in a dominant fashion, puts on a dominant performance, he could get some more big-name fights and do some great pay-per-view buys. And I say this, I don't know how many people agree. If Ryan gets more serious, if he's really dedicated to his craft, you see right after that fight, after they didn't show up for him, he got rid of Joe Goosen. And allegedly he about to leave Golden Boy. And where did he go? He went to Derek James. Do you think he went to Derek James to goof off and mess around? Do you think Derek James got time for that? You know Derek James all about his business and his boxing. It seems like he don't even talk to his boxing about nothing else. So I know he's not over there goofing off and playing around with Derek James. I know he's not over there trying to work out in his garage with Derek James. I don't think he's over there doing that. Hey, make sure y'all punch that like and subscribe button as soon as y'all come in the chat. If you already hit the subscribe button, make sure you punch that like button. Make sure you drop a comment. The more likes and comments I have, the more people can interact with the channel. So my thing is, Why would he go to Derek James if he was not serious? If he didn't plan on being serious? See, when he was over there with Canelo, Reynoso told on him, like, man, he not even serious. He just coming in here for photo ops and to do videos. He not taking nothing serious. Derek haven't said that about him. I don't think Derek would deal with a fighter that's not serious about their training. Don't come in here with the Spence drink and all that. I already know y'all finna go there. I'm not talking about that. Spence works hard. Like he said, he got to stop Spence from working out. He got to tell Spence, we not doing 30 rounds of sparring today. He's very disciplined in that aspect of his life. Jamel, he's very disciplined in that aspect of his life of working out. Anthony Joshua, I don't know if Anthony Joshua is that disciplined in his aspect on working out. And I'm not sure what's going on with them. Some people say he left Derek James. Some people say, well, not some people say, Derek James himself said in the interview he couldn't go back and forth for the training. And we all know Anthony Joshua like on his fourth or fifth trainer in the last 4 years. So at some point, it's Anthony that's the problem. He got Frank Martin over there. You think that Ryan Garcia can be in an atmosphere with those fighters and be goofing off and playing around? No, they'll probably beat him up. They'll probably beat him up. Chef Curry say true, but since being in the pros, all he seems to do is pull out of his fights. He's scared of real threats, in my opinion. Well, another issue I have with Ryan. You pulling out of fights. You got the mental health issues. You got all of this going on. But Ryan before the Tank fight, and as you've been seeing Ryan after the Tank fight, can y'all honestly tell me that y'all don't see a difference? Because I see a difference. He's not smiley, happy playing type. He's not that Ryan. He's not TikTok social media Ryan. To me, it seems as though he's more serious. He has something to prove, and he's sick of Oscar and Bernard. That's what I'm getting from Ryan. D-Town say, win or lose, the only thing that will blow up is his pay-per-view. And to get a quality fighter will be his beef with Golden Boy. Let me read that again. Win or lose, the only thing that will blow up is pay-per-view. And to get a quality fighter will be his beef with Golden Boy. I don't understand what you're saying, D-Town. You're going to have to remix that for me. I'm a little slow today. All right, y'all, I'm back. Can y'all hear me? So that's what I'm saying. I forgot what I was saying, man. That phone call threw me off. What was I talking about? Y'all let me know in the chat. Oh yeah, I feel like Ryan is more serious right now than he's ever been, or I've ever witnessed him being. So fast forward to the drama that's going. Okay, so after the Tank fight, you seen that they left Ryan high and dry, right? They said they was having death threats and all this stuff. Now, I don't know why people was sending them death threats for the Tank fight. I have no idea why he was getting death threats for the Tank fight. If anybody know why he was getting death threats, please let me know. So, boom, they don't show up. After they don't show up, I did not see Ryan doing any interviews bad mouthing them. I didn't see him tweet anything bad about them. I didn't see him do that. If y'all seen Ryan do that, please point me in a direction so I could take a look at it. But I didn't see Ryan doing that. Fast forward, we got this fight coming up. They barely promoted it. They barely promoted this fight for Ryan. Ryan was out doing interviews, promoting the fight himself. Brian Custer,
fight hype, the interviews talking about the fight. And then all of a sudden, here come Bernard Hopkins just, oh, boxing gonna expose you, and Ryan Garcia ain't no champion, and we gonna see Ryan fight to see if his career gonna continue and if he gonna fight again. Now, why would Bernard Hopkins say he gonna watch Ryan fight and determine if he gonna fight again? Like what? He's not old. He's not about to retire. He's a young fighter. He has plenty of time to get better, to make improvements. Why would you say you don't know if he gonna fight again? I don't understand why he even said that. Y'all know why Bernard Hopkins said that? And I'm not gonna sit here and act like everything that Bernard Hopkins says is not true, or if Ryan hasn't caused the doubt in people's mind himself because he didn't take it seriously. But that's not the job of your promoter to get on interviews when you have a fight coming up and do that to you and do you like that. I just don't think that was Bernard's place. Hey, what y'all think about that? Bernard going around doing all these interviews talking about Ryan. I just don't think it was his place. Chef Curry say, I do. Now it's time for him to show and prove. He definitely has something to prove. Because if Ryan doesn't look good in this fight, he's going to continue to get the same criticism that he's been getting because he's not taking his craft seriously. And if you think about it, that's the biggest issue. That's the biggest issue that people have with Ryan, is that they would like for him to take his craft more serious and be more serious about boxing. That's it. So let's see what Ryan Garcia had to say on Brian Custer about Bernard Hopkins. Hey, y'all put a one in the chat if y'all can hear this. Let me know y'all hear it.
Bernard Hopkins, one of your promoters, he told FightHype.com, quote, I will see how Ryan looks and then make my personal decision on whether he should fight again. I know what the hell does he mean by I'll make a good decision? You ain't gonna make shit. You can't make shit about me. You know what? This is the crazy thing is, like, I'm gonna box my ass off and it's gonna be great. And then I'm gonna box my ass off for a team that don't even believe in me. But damn, they don't collect that money that I'm making them though. They collect that $6 million though. But you don't know if I should box again. But you made that money off that fight though. Yeah, shut up. Watch when I win. That's just what it's gonna be. I'm gonna look at them like, bro, don't even mess with me. Don't even mess with me because I'm so sharp right now. I have no worries that I'm gonna look great, amazing. They're gonna look like damn. They're gonna be like a salty ex. Like, fuck, dude, I wish I stayed with him. I wish I just was nice to him. Why didn't I just speak better to him? Please, like, I'm sorry. But come back, baby, come back. Yeah, shut up. No, I'm just tired. Like, how is your own team talking shit about you? Think about that. No, yeah. Think about it. Why would your own team talk shit about you? That makes no sense. Yeah. Why would you do that? It's a good point. No, absolutely. It really. I'm the only fighter. What other fighter is gonna make them money? Yeah. None. So why would you disrespect your only superstar fighter right now?
So do y'all think he got a point? Why would you disrespect your only superstar fighter right now? And so Bernard Hopkins tried to say, I'm not in the business of kissing fighters' ASSs, right? And he ain't no champion, he don't got no belt. Like, what does that have to do with business, Bernard? What does that have to do with business? And just like he said, he ain't gonna make shit about me. How you gonna make a decision on if I'm gonna fight again? Like, and why do you think that that's your decision to make? And did you hear what Ryan said, though? He said something very significant that kind of stood out to me. He said they cashed that $6 million check they made after I fought that Tank fight. Did y'all catch that? He said they cashed that. See, Ryan made $30+ million on that fight. I think they feel some type of way about him going and making the fight, and them not being the front runners for the fight, even though Oscar came out with all the capping talking about how the fight wouldn't happen without him and how he made the fight. But Leonard Ellaby kept saying, thank Ryan for making the fight. He made the fight. I think they feel some type of way about that. But he is the cash cow, the big name over at Golden Boy. Name a bigger name than Ryan Garcia over at Golden Boy right now. I'll wait. I'm gonna wait. So this what they're doing. Like, if we're honest, it just doesn't make any sense. Regardless of his skill, regardless of him taking it serious, we're talking about business right now. Regardless of his talent, we're talking about the business of boxing right now. So with all the kinks in his chain, with all his shortcomings, with all the things that he need to do and all the things he need to do better, he was able to produce a fight, 1.2 million pay-per-view buys, sell out a stadium, make 30 plus $1 million without having a championship fight or having a championship belt. What they talk noise for about 2 years, maybe. It didn't take 5-7 years to make the fight. He made the fight as soon as he could because it was the fight that people was asking to see. How can you not respect Ryan for that? How can you dislike Ryan for that? D-Town say he calling out boxers. They all call out boxers. They all do that. I mean, it's boxing. But who did he call out besides Tank? Tank is honestly the only boxer I've ever seen Ryan call out. He didn't call out Shakur. Shakur called him out. I haven't heard him call out anybody. Chef Curry say, I would love to see what he can do with Rolly. Pure comedy, but makes for good entertainment. That's Battle of the Clowns. I would like for him to fight Rolly. He'll probably drop Rolly, though. I think Ryan will beat Rolly. I don't think Rolly been the same since that Take fight. I do not think Rolly been the same since that Tank fight. Minister of Boxing Violation says, from the way Ryan Garcia came in with clout chasing, the fake social media following, Ryan Garcia likable but fake manufactured sports entertainer, not falling for the fake beef drama with Bernard and Oscar. Now, Minister of Boxing, I was going to get to that next. Because after the Brian Custer thing, Oscar De La Hoya put out a message basically saying, hey, Ryan, you need to focus on your fight and you need to stop listening to your team that's misinterpreting what Bernard is saying and all this other stuff, right? And so I was thinking in my head, like, what did he misinterpret? They act like somebody was coming to Ryan and was like, hey, Ryan, this is what Bernard said. And he misinterpreted that. No, he getting on YouTube and he's listening to what y'all are saying and he's interpreting it for himself. And he's seeing the hate and the cap that Bernard is giving him. I talked about it in my video. Go watch my last video. I personally believe his social media following has been manufactured as well. Well, I think a part of the reason why Ryan didn't take his boxing career so serious was because he was making so much money on social media. Think about it, I don't think Ryan had ever got paid over $1 million for that fight before the Tank fight. So he probably was making more money on social media. And that's what makes me believe his social media following is probably not fake. And also the fact that him and Tank was able to do $1.2 million pay-per-view buys also kind of makes me believe maybe his social media following is not fake. And let me tell you something. I asked my daughter, I have a 6-year-old daughter. I said, we watch boxing all the time. She knows Spence, the Crawfords, the Mayweather. She knows boxers. We watch boxing. We talk boxing all the time. I said, baby, who is your favorite fighter? I honestly thought she was about to say Earl Spence. This girl looked at me and said, Ryan Garcia. I just started laughing. I didn't even know she knew who Ryan Garcia was. So that makes that part of that, all that mixed together, it makes me believe that maybe his social media following ain't fake. Snoopy Mac in the building. What's going on? Oh, we got Rebuttal Entertainment in the building. What's going on? What is up? The Minister of Boxing Violations say all this other stuff outside of the fight itself is what boxing is using to promote the Ryan Garcia fight. Seeing this play with Tank Floyd Jr., it's a scam. Ryan's fighting a bum and the drama is fake. So, all right, we're going to get to that Minister of Boxing Violations. Let me continue. So then they get to the press conference. Bernard get up there saying whatever he's saying. Oh, boxing gonna call your bluff. Boxing gonna call your bluff. And then Ryan hop up there and he like, listen, first of all, ain't nobody dictating my career but me and such and this person and this person. I'm not misinterpreting nothing y'all saying. I'm hearing exactly what y'all saying. And y'all hating on me. And Oscar standing in the back, eyes all buck, looking crazy, right? Edgar Chavez in the building. Where you been? Long time no see. Long time no see. So Oscar in the back looking all crazy, eyes all buck, right? Looking like he did too much nose candy or whatever the case may be. So I'm just like, what? Like, this is crazy. Like, what is going on? Like, for them, the only reason why part of me do believe that this is too wild to be real, right? Like Minister of Boxing Violations keeps saying, like, this cannot be real, y'all. This can't be real. But is Oscar suing Ryan? Is that real? Isn't Oscar suing Ryan because something happened with the contract and he was supposed to do something and he didn't? Now he owes somebody $200,000-$300,000 and he's trying to sue Ryan to get the money. Is that real? Because I've never heard of a promoter suing their own fighter while they're still in contract and still working with them. So I don't know. But I'm trying to find this interview of what Oscar said after the press conference, because I'm like, why won't Oscar just tell Bernard to be quiet? Why won't Oscar just tell Bernard to be quiet? He just needs to stop talking about Ryan. And it kind of don't make sense to try to sell a fight this way. First of all, y'all wasn't even marketing the fight before this. So now all of a sudden y'all want to create all this drama. But you're right, Minister of Boxing. Tank and Floyd always usually have some type of drama before a fight. And they could be using the same playbooks.
Well, if you take a look at Bernard,
This is Oscar after the press conference.
Bernard stated it was him. It was him as a veteran, as a fighter, as a legendary hero. This is what he would do. He didn't say, well, this is what Ryan should do. So when you're dealing with kids, it's really hard to get across that message. And then you have Ryan saying this and that. So it's all.
Did y'all hear that? After the press conference, Oscar continues to disrespect Ryan, calling this man a kid. Said, when you dealing with kids. And I don't know. Minister of Boxing Violations, I'm torn between if this is real or if they BSing around. Because that is just so disrespectful. And if I was Ryan, I would hit Bernard and Oscar with one of them left hooks. Because y'all gonna stop playing with me. How can I respect somebody that's disrespecting me this much when I'm making you money? Even Floyd and Tank had a little beefs, but it's never to this level. It's never to this level. But I also have an understanding that Ryan and Oscar can't even talk to each other. Oscar has to talk to Ryan through his lawyer. So is it fake beef? I don't know, but it you got lawyers involved, you got lawsuits involved. That's a stretch for this to be a fake beef. Minister of Violations say, outside of Tank, when has Ryan ever done so good numbers? Tank was the draw. Ryan gained from this, yes, and his real following may have grown. How many of them followers will buy tickets to watch Ryan? Well, I understand that, and I don't disagree with that. However, Tank would have never did 1.2 million pay-per-view buys by himself. And unless Tank does 1.2 million pay-per-view buys with somebody else, it was both of them that was the draw for that fight, and Ryan had a huge part in that. I mean, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Can Ryan do 400 pay-per-view buys by himself? I don't know. Right now, Ryan averages 1.2 million pay-per-view buys because that was his first and only pay-per-view. So when they say, well, how many pay-per-view buys do you do, Ryan? He gonna say 1.2 million. That's what he did. My husband in the background laughing at me. He back there talking about, no, you just sound like a fan. He don't like Ryan either, y'all. So we go back and forth with that. He don't like Ryan either. But a lot of people say, oh, well, why wasn't this fight pay-per-view? Well, the fight wasn't pay-per-view because it's a tune-up. He moving up in weight. He got a new trainer. This fight, he shouldn't be doing no pay-per-view right now. Who is even this guy? Who is this guy? We don't even know who this guy is. He got 11 knockouts in a row. He over there beating up cab drivers in Mexico. We don't know who this Duarte guy is. Minister of Boxing say he's standing on business. The Minister of Boxing say he's standing on business. He say, I'm telling y'all, it's promotion. Boxing engaged in the social experiments. Ryan has done literally nothing in boxing, and they want fans to socially accept him as a star. It's all a play on your emotions. Listen, I don't disagree with you at all. The Minister of Boxing say, I'd like to know what Tank's biggest numbers were outside of Ryan Garcia. If I'm not mistaken, Tank has done 1.2 million before. Can somebody verify? Tank has never done 1.2 million. I think Tank and Ryan, I think Canelo might have been doing a million pay-per-view buys, but that was probably like 4 or 5 years ago. I think Tank and Ryan were the first to do a million pay-per-view buys in the last 5-6 years or whatever. I'm not sure. I will have to look into that. I know it's a bunch of smart people in the chat. Y'all look that up for me and let me know. Please punch that like and subscribe button. And if you're listening to the replay of this live, please let me know and drop it below your 2 cents about the topic that we going through. Now, Tank does do numbers, but I think Tank might average 250 to 300,000 pay-per-view buys as an average. He definitely selling out the gate, and that's for sure. Tank is selling out the gate. Tank is selling out the gate. Tank is selling out the gate. So here you go, Oscar. And then after that, after he called him a kid, and it just keeps getting more and more ridiculous. So I start being on the minister. After I seen this tweet that Oscar put out, I start feeling like the minister of boxing. Because Oscar then put out a tweet talking about how he's never seen Ryan acting like this and how he's concerned about his mental health and how he's calling Ryan and Ryan's not answering the phone. And I was just thinking in my head, like, why would you, Oscar, why would you put this tweet out? Why would you put this tweet out? Why would you attack this man's mental health when he was having mental health issues, but that was years ago? Why would you say he's not acting, he's being erratic and he's not acting how he normally does? But let me say something about that. When somebody is taking advantage of you or manipulating you or getting over on you and you say you've had enough and you start to stand up for yourself, and probably especially in the entertainment world, now you acting different. Now you being erratic. Now you might be having some mental health issues. So see, Minister of Boxing Violations, this is why I be torn in between, because at one point, this is getting way too out of hand and ridiculous, because I can't believe Oscar saying this stuff out of his fishnet heel wearing self mouth. But then on the other hand, I'm like, Well, why is he even feeling like that? Because what is Ryan doing to be being erratic? What is he doing that's quote unquote so out of character? Because y'all are bothering Ryan. He not just saying this out the blue. He not hitting y'all with the Adrian Broner at the press conference.
Man, shut that soft ass shit up, man. Man, shut that soft ass shit up, man.
That's what he should have told them though. That's what he should have told Oscar and Bernard. As soon as Bernard walked off that podium and Ryan walked up there, he should have been like,
Get the fuck out of here, man. Please. Please, get the fuck out of here, man.
that's what he should have told them. Just get out of here and leave me alone. I got a fight coming up. Are y'all trying to distract me or what? But just like Minister of Boxing Violations say, they try to play on your emotions. And sometimes when things get too outrageous, you got to just take a step back. Because see, you can't let them suck you in emotionally. You cannot let them do that to you, because that's what they try to do. So I'm Minister of Boxing Violations. I'm still teeter-totting. Now, if he leave Golden Boy, if he get the opportunity to leave and he out of there, pew, quick, fast, in a hurry, I'm gonna be like, damn, some of that beef might have been real. Maybe the beef is real, but it's exaggerated. Because for Oscar to be like, I'm trying to call him, but he not answering. Man, you know you can't call me. You know you only can speak to me through my lawyer. So why are you playing? You know I'm not gonna answer your phone call. So why? See what I'm saying? And Oscar's coming off real manipulative with that. Snoopy Max say Ryan will never be a star in my book. I know what you're talking about, how they play on people's emotions, talking about his mental condition. Minister of Boxing Violations say the more outrageous the drama, the more inquisitive fans become. By the time fans figure out it's fake, i.e. Crawford lawsuit of Bob Arum, it's too late. You already paid money, bet on the fight, etc. Minister of Boxing, we can't get on Terrence Crawford, Minister of Boxing. We can't. We're not gonna go there, because once you go there, it's too hard to get back. It's too hard to get back, but I know exactly what you could. Hey, D-Town, I'm glad you're back in the building. Listen, you won a contest. I need you to either click the link or in the chat, or you could put your Zelle or your Cash App in the chat. But you won a contest. I'm glad you came back so you can get the prize. Everybody, I would like you to know that today's live is sponsored by Supreme L. Go to his channel, like his content. I'm gonna try to get the link so I can put it in the chat. But today's live and today's prize that I'm giving out has been sponsored by Supreme L. When y'all talk to Supreme L, see him on the live again, let him know you appreciate it. And thanks to him for sponsoring the channel, and you was able to win a prize. 2 Cents say 2 Cents Boxing is right. I agree, sis. Exaggerated beef. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm torn. Like, okay, everybody in the chat that's listening, if you think the beef is real, put a 1. If you think the beef is exaggerated, put a 2. Oh, excuse me. I need to get some water. Okay. And so, and then, a lot of times when people in the industry start to stand up for themselves, they try to mark him as crazy. It's like my husband saying in the background, chiming in. I don't know why he just won't hop on the live. But he say Dave Chappelle, Martin Lawrence, how they started trying to make them seem like they were crazy once they start trying to stand up for themselves. But it's hard to trust. It's hard to trust Ryan because he been BSing around for so long and not taking his craft serious. It's hard to trust Oscar because he been BSing so long. All the good talent and fighters he eventually ends up screwing over them. And it's hard to trust Bernard Hopkins because it's just hard to even listen to Bernard Hopkins. I don't know if he got hit in the head too many times or what, but you ask Bernard a question, he don't answer it. He got 5-second pauses in between each word. I'm like, come on, Bernard, just answer the question. He don't never even answer your question. He just like somebody old grandpa to just start talking about something completely different. You even forgot what the question was by the time he finished talking. But okay, so boom, there we at. So here we are, right? Then we get to the weigh-in. Allegedly, both of them missed weight, but apparently they had a catch weight in the contract. So they got a catch weight in the contract. Did y'all know about a catch weight in the contract? Somebody put one and two. Did y'all know about a catch weight in the contract? Because I didn't know about a catch weight in the contract. So they both missed weight. It was a catch weight at 143 or 144 or something like that. So is that big of a deal? But once again, why didn't they say that the fight was at a catch weight versus you finding out that neither one of them making the weight and now everybody all in the uproar? Oh, they ain't make the weight. Oh, Ryan ain't taking it serious. Oh, I thought he was dedicated. Just more fake, exaggerated beef like minister boxing violations say. But it's boxing. It's you got to be able to entertain. Just being a good boxer will not get you to the top in this business, unfortunately. See, us as the fans, we think that's how it works. We think that, oh, your skill could get you to the top, but you need more than skill. You need a following. You need a good team. You need to be entertaining. You need to be able to talk some noise. You need to be able to keep attention. You need to be able to garner attention. You need to be able to build a fight. You need to be able to do this, and that. So some of the things that these fighters do, you can't really, quote unquote, hold it against them because it's their job. It's what they need to do. They got to keep the fans involved. See, we quote unquote hardcore fans, we pass all the BS. We don't want to deal with that. We just want to see two good fighters fight. But we're not the people they trying to keep entertained. You don't need to keep hardcore boxing fans entertained with all this other drama stuff. Because we just want to see the boxing. We want to see the skill. This other stuff is for the casual fans. And Ryan has a huge casual fan base, allegedly. Minister of Boxing say he think it's fake. I don't think it's fake. Minister of Boxing say he feel like it's manufactured. But I'm curious to see what the numbers are and what he looked like today during this fight. Okay, so boom, they missed the weight. Everybody in the uproar. Oh, they missed the weight. Blah 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 blah. Cool. Then now today I'm hearing Duarte is injured and he has a torn bicep. So here we go, Minister of Boxing. More drama. More drama. D-Town say they're kids and little young girls. You talking about Ryan fans, D-Town? And it's funny that you say that because I don't know if you talking about Ryan Garcia fans of young and little girls, because I just was telling a story about how I asked my daughter who her favorite fighter was. And I honestly thought she was about to say Earl Spence. We walk around here with the Earl Spence shirts on, everything. She gonna say Ryan Garcia. So you absolutely right. His fans are young little girls. They love Ryan Garcia. And I don't even know. We don't even talk about Ryan Garcia like that. I can't believe she said that. My husband said he felt disrespected. Ah. Cut it out. Why you say that? I like Ryan. But I mean, Ryan a decent fighter, y'all. I can't wait to see the fight today. Anybody want to come up here and chop it up real quick and get 2 cents? We got about 10 minutes left up here. Let me drop the link in the chat. I think Kid Austin is on the undercard of this fight. Let me see if I can pull up the undercard. Y'all got any fights on the undercard that y'all interested to see today? Please make sure to punch that like and subscribe button. If you're listening to the replay of this live, please let me know and drop it below your 2 cents. Let's see, Ryan Garcia. He just wanted to come up here today and chop it up about all this drama. Because at first I was like, ooh, but then I started being like, ooh. Like y'all taking it too far now. Like y'all are overdoing it. Ain't no way y'all having this much drama right now. Ain't no way Oscar De La Hoya then hopped on Twitter talking about how Ryan is being erratic and mental health issues and this and that. But like I said, that could go either way. He could either be feeling like that because he ain't controlling Ryan no more. He can't manipulate Ryan no more. And Ryan said what he got to say. Y'all know what I'm saying? It could go either way. But I don't even know how real that message was, because when I tried to look it up on Twitter, I couldn't find it. But it was all over YouTube for sure. Oh, he might have posted it and deleted it. But Oscar, you know, if y'all only been talking through lawyers, you know you're not about to call Ryan. He finna answer your phone call all of a sudden. Did I drop the link in the chat? Let me see. Here we go. Just for anybody that want to come up here and drop their 2 cents real quick. But regardless with the antics, regardless of if he's manufactured or not, because I mean, you got fighters that manufacture their way all the way to pound for pound, 2-time undisputed. So if you can manufacture that, I mean, I should be able to manufacture a decent career so I can sell some decent pay-per-view buys. Ain't that right, D-Town? They say quote unquote Spence was manufactured. If I could manufacture 3 belts in the glamour division at 147, I mean, what? D-Town say, I just can't take him seriously as a fighter after the off the knee and 10 fights with Tank. Oh, after the off the knee and 10 fights with Tank, and now all the drama with Oscar the Grouch. Yeah. And that's what I was saying, D-Town. Like, it's like y'all overdoing it at this point, right? It's it's like y'all overdoing it. You know, even if the beef is real, let's just tone it down just a tad. Like, you might see Javante and Floyd, and even when Javante and Floyd beefing, Floyd don't even say nothing. Javante get on Twitter and cry and then whine about something and then delete it. Oh, I can't believe you gave me this kind of contract. Who would do this? And then delete it. They not doing all this. They not doing all this. I've never seen Floyd be really disrespectful to anybody, not in public. Now, I don't know behind the scenes or if he go to his gym and slap his fighters. I don't know. But I'm saying publicly, he's never made a fool of himself like Oscar and Bernard are doing. Because I would think that this is bad for business. I would think that this is bad for business. If my son is an up and coming fighter, y'all think he gonna want to go to Golden Boy? The minister of boxing say they all engaged Bernard, Oscar, Ryan, the media at distracting fans from the fact there's nothing to talk about with Ryan's opponent, which is another bum. And minister of boxing violations, you absolutely right about that. And at one point, y'all can go back and check out my old videos. In the beginning of my channel, me and my husband used to do videos together, and we would both hop on there and give our 2 cents. And I would talk about Oscar and I would talk about Ryan. And I would talk about how Ryan got a fight coming up and him and Oscar sitting there talking about Tank the whole entire time. They're not even mentioning the opponent. I don't even know why the opponent was at the press conference. They talking about Tank the whole time. Tank the whole time. And so part of me started being like, is Oscar and Mayweather in cahoots with each other? Because how is Mayweather continuing to let this go on? At this point, Ryan owes Tank a promotional fee because he using Tank name to continuously promote himself fight after fight after fight. So now that he's fought Tank, and he's still mentioning Tank name, he's still bringing Tank up. But I mean, you know, they prepping for the rematch. That's neither here nor there. But they're still focusing on everything but Ryan's opponents. And I'm not watching this fight, or I'm not expecting this fight to be a tough fight or a super competitive fight. I really want to see this fight the same reason I wanted to see Jamal versus Jose Benavidez. We already knew Jose was food. We already knew Jose was not about to beat Jamal, but I wanted to see how Jamal looked. I want to see how Ryan looks. I want to see if Ryan has made the improvements that he's saying he's made. I want to see if Ryan is really dedicated how he says he's been dedicated. I want to see if Derek James has been able to help Ryan to get his mentality together, to get everything straight. A lot of people on Derek James' head right now. I'm not on Derek James' head because you got fighters and they lost. I mean, it is what it is. But if Derek is able to put Ryan together, work on those weak fundamentals that he had, teach him how to set up shots, that's going to say a lot about Derek James and his ability to train fighters. Period. Period. And I don't think, just like I said earlier, Derek James is over there playing around with Ryan Garcia. I don't think that. D-Town say you were right about the money aspect. Ann McQueen in the building. What's up, Ann McQueen? Oscar got to get it together. Oscar, Oscar is another character that it's like I want to say love-hate relationship, but that's not the word. I'm not sure what my relationship is with Oscar, but it's like Terrence Crawford and then Oscar De La Hoya name is right up under there. I'm not sure what that is. It's like I'm fans of theirs, but I just dislike what they do. Well, whatever, put that in the chat. What's the word for that? Like I like to watch Oscar, but I'm watching Oscar because I'm like, what bullshit is Oscar about to do next? Right? Like, you know how you don't like somebody, but you probably go watch their YouTube videos anyway because you're like, what this fool finna say next, right? You're not necessarily in there arguing in the comments or doing none of that, but you just, they have interesting perspectives or they do interesting things. So listen, I subscribe to people YouTube channels that I don't quote unquote like or agree with anything they say because just because I don't agree or like what they're doing, they have interesting perspectives on things and the way that they move is interesting to me. So the way that Oscar moves is interesting to me, right? I like Oscar as a fighter. He had a really great career, Hall of Famer, this and that. But the way Oscar moves is interesting to me. The way Oscar handle his promotional companies, the way Oscar promote his fighters is interesting to me. And the fact that these ain't black people is also interesting to me. Like the way that they moving like this, the way that they, because you know it's always a, oh, if they were this wouldn't be happening. If they were this, well, they ain't this and it's happening. So why is it happening? D-Town say got too much going on around me too, or I will come on. Oh, you at 7 versus 7 tryouts? Oh, okay. I know this a odd time, but I just had to hop on real quick because I got stuff I gotta go do. I got a quick little hour and 15, hour and 20 minutes, so I just want to hop on here because people can always hop on and listen to the replay of this live, and they can still join in the conversation by dropping their 2 cents in the comments. And listen, y'all, when y'all come to my channel and my pages and y'all watch my videos, make sure you leave a comment. Make sure you respond to other people's comments because that's when it gets fun. Matt Perez in the building. What's going on, Matt? D-Town. Drop your cash app in the thing again. It deleted off the thing and I forgot to write it down. Let me get a pen this time. Hold on. Minister of Boxing say Bob Arum said boxing is a small fraternity. That statement says it all. They're all together engaged in entertainment. That means creating fake beefs like the WWE to promote boxing and make money. I mean, at this point, Minister of Boxing, why do we think that none of it's real? Like, let's be for real. None of this stuff is real. It's an illusion, but just because an illusion doesn't mean that it's not real things happening. That's what I'll say. I won't say none of it's real. I'll say just because it's an illusion doesn't mean real things aren't happening. D-Town say, come on, too. The dedication was out the window with the catch weight. But that's what I'm telling you, D-Town. They already had the catch weight in play. He coming up to a new weight. I seen an interview with somebody, another trainer was saying that's what people usually do a lot of times when they're coming up to a new weight, because they have to give their bodies time to adjust. So the catch weight, I mean, you seen Charlo just fought at the catch weight. Nobody gave Charlo a hard time about his catch weight. Well, he didn't even fight at the catch weight. He literally just missed the weight. But it is what it is. He coming up. He coming to a new division. Come on, man. Y'all gotta cut the boy some slack. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. Let me see. Y'all gotta cut him some slack. Okay, I found it. I found it. D-Town say Franklin. Let me write that down. All right. Hold on, let me find my comment. Okay. Says, yeah, miss 2 cents. That's what I want to see if Derek's training helps Ryan. That's what I'm saying. Snoopy Mac, it's not like Ryan was just he not like a Rolly where like he just a horrible fighter. And I'm not saying Rolly's a horrible fighter. He got his own style and he uses his power. But I'm just saying, like, Rolly, his skill is zero. It's not like Ryan had no skill. He just needed to improve his skill and work on his fundamentals. Matt Perez, have you seen AM Sports TV interview where Derek James said Earl Spence hasn't been in training? I recorded a video about that, but I haven't put it up yet. I think I'm going to re-record it. Here's my 2 cents about that, Matt. Derek James said Earl Spence wasn't in the gym with him. He never said Earl hasn't been working out. He never said Earl ain't doing nothing. He never said Earl just sitting on the couch getting fat, because I've heard, and I don't want to say I have sources because I don't. And wait, then that's another thing I want to clear up, but I'm going to do it after this. I've heard that Earl has been back with Blu-ray and he's been working out. So for Derek to say he's not back in the gym and people to take that and run with it, I just think it's a reach. But I mean, it's boxing. Everything's an overreaction. And if Earl is not in the gym, so what if Earl not in the gym? When is the fight gonna be in April? See, obviously something was going on with Earl, and I don't know if people felt like, or people feel like that Terrence Crawford is just so much better than Earl Spence that he should have been back in the gym on that Monday, improving his skills, because it's not that. Like, do y'all want him to be in the gym over training? Because if he's in the gym right now, he will be overtraining for the next fight, just to give my 2 cents. And Derek James said he has his mind right, and no, he hasn't been back in the gym in the gym with him. So I don't know. Maybe he hasn't been back in the gym. Maybe he working out at the park. I don't know. That was such a vague comment. I don't see how people running with that. D-Town say, I'm not going to give this to DJ, win or lose, improvement or not, even though I have my reservations about DJ. Damn, D-Town. So what you mean? You not going to give it to DJ whether he win or lose or improve. So what does Derek have to do, D-Town? What Derek got to do, D-Town? You say you don't care if he win. You don't care if he improve. That shit don't matter. That is funny. All things say Oscar and Bud do move weird. Listen, all things, they're interesting people. Y'all gotta admit, Bud and Oscar are some interesting people. They're very interesting characters in boxing. And it's a lot of interesting characters in boxing. Floyd is an interesting character in boxing. And that's why I like boxing. Like, it's so many different type of personalities. It's so many different type of perspective and views that these fighters come at things. There's so many different ways that they do things. There's so many different ways that they market themselves. Like, it's interesting. It's interesting. Boxing violations say, I just watch. I just, he said, I just wish boxing wouldn't pretend to be real. That's my issue. We know WWE is fake. I mean, the news pretends to be real, but we're not gonna go there. That's all I'm gonna say about that, Minister of Boxing. I know exactly. I know you know exactly what I'm saying. Minister of Boxing say facts, bro. I just seen a clip on YouTube. Regis Prograde admitted boxing is scripted and they are actors. Damn, where you seen that at, Matt? What did he say? What did he say? What Regis say, Matt? And how y'all feel about that Regis fight? Drop y'all 2 cents in the comment. Who y'all got winning, Regis or Devin Haney? Now, let me tell you how I feel about that fight. I want Devin Haney to stop Regis. I want him to knock Regis out because I just want to knock Regis out. I just want him to get his, his respect. I want people to stop playing on Haney name, right? Even though him and Bill bring that on themselves. But at the same time, and I know I'm about to sound crazy, I want Regis to knock Devin Haney out. I feel like Regis been in the game a while. I feel like this is his opportunity to get the respect on his name that he deserves, and this is his shot. So I don't really care who win the fight, and I don't really know who's going to win the fight, but I want them both to knock each other out, if that makes any sense to anybody. Minister of Boxing say, skill-wise, I think Ryan is pretty good. Exactly. Thank you, Minister of Boxing Violations. He's a decent fighter. Like, let's just give him a credit for that. He's not the best fighter. He can be a better fighter. That's all I want. That's all I'm saying. William Old School, what's up? All things say, I hope DJ infuse some of the spin style into Ryan to see if he has a better skill set to bring to the ring. No, he don't need to infuse the spin style. I mean, Ryan already comes forward and stalks you down. The only thing was Ryan needed a jab and Ryan needed to set up that hook. He just be stalking you down, swinging it, trying to hit you with it, and that wasn't going to continue to work. The more he moved up and the better level of fighters he fought, it wasn't going to continue to work. You see that didn't work on Tank at all. And y'all telling me y'all don't respect Ryan for how he came at Tank? He wasn't running around the ring. He wasn't doing none of that. He got knocked down by Tank and got up, came right at him. Come on, y'all got to respect Ryan for that. D-Town say, hit the like button, share, subscribe to the mistress. The mistress? Why I got to be the mistress of boxing? Because she's married to those don't comprehend and she loves boxing. Yes, I do. I do love boxing. I mean, listen, I don't know why people or why women don't gravitate towards boxing, right? It's drama, it's rumors, it's speculation. It's like a soap opera. It's like better than reality TV because these are these real boxers' lives, right? Like, it's gossip. We on here right now. We on here right now gossiping about. I know y'all gonna be mad, right? My 100% of my audience is male, but we on here gossiping about Oscar De La Hoya and Ryan Garcia and the drama that they got going on. But it's all about perspective. We're on here doing boxing talk. It's boxing talk. It's not gossip. It's boxing talk. D-Town say Tyson move weird and never straight up beat a premium fighter and still a Hall of Famer. Exactly. A lot of people say Tyson was overrated. And when I was gonna do like a whole bunch of videos about boxing corruption, because I've done so much research about boxing corruption, but I decided not to do that because boxing is so corrupt, and I feel like if I start putting those videos out, people would just give up on boxing. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. So I'm still gonna do, put my videos up about the boxing and the corruption in boxing, but I'm not gonna use that as the niche on my channel because it would discourage so many people. But you do need to be aware of the corruption and the cheating in boxing because it's a part of the sport, no matter how you want to look at it. But D Town, I said all that to say that when I looked up the corruption in boxing, I don't want to say a lot, but some of Mike Tyson's fights were fixed, and not fixed in a sense where these fighters were told to lose, but fixed in a sense where you already know you about to get your ass whooped. So just go down in round 6 so we can win this money. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why when I would hear people talking, they be like, man, Tyson overrated. Tyson overrated. I'm like, damn, why people saying that? Now it makes sense because you know you about to get your ass knocked out. So ain't no point in you going in here trying to fiddle fart around with Mike Tyson and get knocked into a coma. Just go down in round 3 and make this extra money. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, Tyson did move weird. Tyson was weird. Tyson was saying and doing all kind of crap, but he was entertaining and he was knocking folks out. Matt Perez, we want to know that we want to put the link or something. We want to see the footage of what Regis talking about. All things say he want Regis to win. All things say he want Devin to win. You see what I'm saying? I can't be the only person that feel this way. I like Regis. Well, I can't say I like Regis. Honestly, I'm not one of Regis' biggest fans. My husband like Regis, but I'm not really Regis' biggest fans. But I do respect Regis. He got some decent skill, and I do think he got the power to knock out. I do think he got the skill and the power to knock out Haney. I don't think he's as skillful as Haney, but that still don't mean you can't get knocked out. William Old School say, I'm from Noya and I'm backing Regis for the knockout. You putting your money on that, William? D-Town say, I'm leaning towards Devin only because he's more skilled. He say, I also believe Regis can catch him and he's highly motivated. Okay. I do think he's highly motivated, and I do think Regis feels like he might have been kind of disrespected by the boxing world a little bit, and he wants some respect on his name. Even now, he's the champion, Devin moving up, and they treating Regis like he's the underdog. Minister of Boxing say Ryan was brave in the Tank fight, but I feel the Rolly Tank fight was more entertaining. Was the Rolly Tank fight more entertaining? I wouldn't. Okay, let me say this. My 2 cents. I would say the Rolly Tank fight was more entertaining because I was like sitting on the edge of my seat watching that. Because if Rolly could have caught Tank, he probably could have knocked him out for real. He could have put Tank to sleep. I wasn't on the edge of my seat in the Ryan Garcia Tank fight. I wasn't on the edge of my seat for that fight. But Rolly, and then the way Tank was like just maneuvering around the ring and trying to set him up, it was a good fight to watch. I should go back and rewatch that. A lot of people say, oh, well, Tank was running. Tank was not running. He was setting him up. And even when you listen to Rolly, he said, Tank didn't even hit me hard. I ran into the shot. He ran right into the shot. That's because Tank spent all that time setting him up for that shot. Tank has a super high IQ, and people sleep on Tank's IQ, and people sleep on Tank boxing skills, and I don't know why. G313 in the building. Come on, 2 cents. Fix is the same as rigged and scripted. Yeah, it is the same as rigged and scripted. But my point that I was trying to make is they weren't rigged and or scripted because they felt like, oh, he's going to lose or he could possibly get beat. Boxing briefs with D1. What's going on? D-Town say, I repeat, I do respect Ryan for using and working with what he had to get that bag. That's 100 all day. But that's where it stops. Okay, D-Town, I can appreciate that. That's all I'm saying. It's just you ain't gotta be no super fan of Ryan, but you gotta respect what he doing. That's all I'm saying. You gotta respect what he doing. You gotta respect the fact that he not letting Oscar and Bernard play on his top, whether it's real or fake. You feel what I'm saying? Boxing Brief say, I just watched some film study from a channel called Boxing Life about Regis. I think he's got a really good chance. I think he got a good chance too. Could this be a cherry pick gone wrong? Because if y'all watch the face off, Regis kind of feel like, oh, they seen how terrible I looked in my last fight, so they think they about to come over here and pick on me. But they in for a rude awakening. But you hear Devin talk, Devin feel like he got him figured out. He like, man, you do the same thing your whole career. You ain't changing nothing. You ain't changed nothing. You about to go down. And I heard somebody say, look, I want y'all to let me know y'all 2 cents in the comments. I heard somebody say, Devin don't fight nobody under 35. I thought that was funny, but then I thought about it. How old is Kambosos? How old is Lomachenko? How old is Regis Prograis? Is Devin running around fighting all the old champions and snatching their belts? How old was Linares? How old was Nate Diaz? Y'all let me know these fighters' ages, because is there some truth to that? I thought it was funny when I heard it, but then I said, wait a minute. He might be right. I said, he might be right. Regis already said in the interview that it's all scripted and rigged. Somebody else just told us that, Matt. Matt just told us that, G313. William Old School say, I'm the only person I know that picked Buster Douglas to beat Mike Tyson back in the day. Really? Teach in the building. What up, Teach? What made you think Buster Douglas could beat Mike Tyson, William? Teach say, salute. I think Devin wins this. Do y'all think that Devin, because too, I don't know if y'all heard this, Regis trainer say he got something better than the snack pack. He say F Victor Conti. He said what I got is better than what Victor Conti got. Now, I don't know what that means, and I don't know if his trainer know how that's gonna be interpreted. Interpreted it. What's the word? Interpreted. So he said he got something better than the snack pack, and he ain't worried about Conti. And y'all see how Regis looking. Y'all know Regis don't be coming in looking that rip. I'm not insinuating anything. All I'm saying is what his trainer said. His trainer said, F Conti, he got something better than Conti. His training program better than Conti. He ain't worried about what Conti got. Now, in my mind, Devin gonna come in the fight. He not gonna be drained. He moving up in weight. He done got older. He done came into his man strength. And he gonna be able to stop Regis. But on the other side, Regis gonna come in the ring. Devin ain't gonna have enough power for him. He gonna walk through his punches. He gonna be able to get to him, and he gonna knock him out. Right? So I'm torn over here, y'all. I'm torn over here. Boxing Brief say he got Regis too. Somebody say this the link to Regis saying it's scripted and rigged. Hey, y'all better not click this link till after the live. Do not click the link right now. Wait till after the live. Let's see. I like Regis to win for a moral victory and Devin for boxing fans to come see. There we go, all things. That's a good way to put it. Crucial Content say 2 cents after your Joey Torres video breakdown. I feel all this shit is fake. You see what I'm saying? Crucial Content. That's why I was like, I'ma chill. Cause I start feeling the type of way like, man, I can't keep putting out this type of content. They gonna be like, why should we even watch boxing? And then other content creators gonna be like, 2 cent destroyed boxing. Speaking of other content creators, listen, I don't know what's going on, but the trolls was hot yesterday. They was all on Manager Marty channel trolling the hell out of me yesterday, y'all. Obviously, my channel getting out, my name getting out. I must be doing something right. But they was hating on your girl yesterday. 2 cents. If I wasn't so broke, I would bet on Regis. Times are rough right now. Man, I ain't betting on nobody. I'm too torn in this fight to bet on somebody. But if I had to make a bet, what Crucial Content, what Joey say? He said you bet on over or under 6. He said you don't bet on who gonna win. That ain't important. What's important is if the fight gonna be over under 6 rounds or over 6 rounds. That's what Joey said. Go back and check out the video. Boxing Brief say, yeah, the Rolly and Tank fight was more entertaining to me because Ryan had no business in the ring with Tank. He really hadn't done anything to deserve that fight. He hadn't shown any skill to be like, and the people that were saying it's a 50-50 fight, I want to go back. They should be embarrassed. All them boxers and Hall of Famers that were saying it's a 50-50 fight and Ryan got a shot, they should be embarrassed. And I was looking at my husband like, do they know something we don't know? Is Ryan gonna cheat in this hole? Because why is they talking about it's a 50-50 fight? That don't even make no sense. Matt just dropped the link. Kusha Contest say he lured his goofy ass right into a left. And then I keep hearing people say Tank don't hit hard. Oh, Tank don't hit hard. He knows where to land the punches. Listen, it don't matter if he hit hard or he know where to hit you. He knocking your ass out. Like I don't know why y'all saying that like that's some type of discredit to him. It doesn't matter if he hitting you hard. He knocking you out. And you probably don't think you hit hard because your ass is knocked out before you hit the ground. Of course you don't think he hit hard. If you get hit by a car and you get knocked unconscious, you're not gonna know if you was hit hard. These people tripping. He knocked Hector Garcia lights out. Was Hector saying he don't hit hard too? I think Hector might have been saying he don't hit hard. I never heard people say Deontay Wilder hit hard. Y'all ever heard somebody say Deontay Wilder hit hard? Nope, because by the time he hit your ass hard, you out of there. You don't know if it's hard or not. At 2 cents boxing right, Rolly could have hurt Tank, and he was swinging for the fences, taking risks that was entertaining. That's what I'm saying. People, I didn't think Rolly deserved a fight with Tank, and I didn't think Rolly had no business in the ring with Tank. But what I did know was that was a dangerous fight. If Rolly hits him, he out of there. He out of there. So Tank had to be, his footwork had to be on point. His defense had to be on point. He had to pay attention to be able to set up that shot. Man, y'all better stop sleeping on Tank and his skill. Boxing Breeze with D1 says setting traps is the highest level of boxing there is. And that's what I'm saying. But see, people think when you're a knockout artist that you don't have skill. When that in itself is just like Boxing Brief said, the highest level of skill. You setting up knockout shots, that's what you're relying on. You're relying on being able to set up a shot. Tank and Wilder not in the ring trying to win rounds. So they can get behind in fights. So they have to knock you out. Which you need a high level of IQ. So just because Wilder went in the ring throwing 1-2 slip, roll, duck, hook, y'all want to say he ain't got no skill? No, he in there setting you up for that shot. Old school, bro. Check out Boxing Life, the channel to read his film study he did today was amazing. I'm gonna check out the film study. D-Town say what he has done and doing does take some hard work and talent. And his more lucrative talent was outside the ring. Absolutely. Yep. That's true. That's true. And you talking about Ryan, right? Because I think that's part of the reason why Ryan wasn't taking his boxing career that serious. He was out here making more money dancing for little girls on TikTok, like D-Town say. But he made them 30 M's. He probably woke up like, hold on. 30 million for one fight? 30 mil in one fight, like Jay-Z say. I might need to reconfigure what I'm doing. Boxing Breeze with D1 say facts, and Devin is the senior citizen slayer. Oh. Hey, Boxing with Brief, I'm still in that. Devin is the senior citizen slayer in boxing fighting. All these old men will pass their fighting prime, acting like he's special and got a size advantage. In Devin's defense, Boxing Brief, in Devin's defense, they were champions though. They the ones that had the belts. It's not his fault that the senior citizens in boxing had the belts. That's not his fault. It's not like he just cherry picking the old people. They was champions. D-Town say, now that you think about it, that may be true about Dev. Right, D-Town? I was laughing at first, and then I said, wait a minute. Wait a minute. How old is Regis? I started going back in this resume. How old is Regis? What? How old was Cambosos? Right? How old is Loma? I had to start running down the resume. D-Town say that nigga lying. Nobody picked no damn Buster. With respect. Regis needs to know. William Old School say, I heard about Buster's mother and him dedicating himself to win the fight for his mother. Buster had the skills back then. He wasn't dedicated, just like Bo. I heard somebody else say that. I had just recently watched a video about the mother thing with Buster Douglas. Matt Perez say, exactly. I can't stand dudes like that. They just gotta be right about everything. Y'all funny. Oh, box of briefs. You say you ain't got the wrench. It don't let you put nothing in here if you ain't got the wrench. That's crazy. Oh, let me tell y'all something too. I don't know if y'all go live or if y'all got channels, but y'all gotta be careful. It's people going around cloning people's accounts and then getting on their live and putting inappropriate penis pictures up. So if you're a content creator and you go live and you talk about boxing, apparently people say this happens all the time. I've never experienced it. Yesterday was my first time ever experiencing or seeing it. So y'all be careful with that. Arion in the building, was going on. He said Regis needs to knock out. I can't see him outboxing Devin for 12 rounds. He's definitely not going to outbox Devin for 12 rounds. But can Devin outbox him for 12 rounds is the question without getting caught. That's the question. Is Regis going to have the endurance to take him into them deep waters and knock him out if you have to? I'm telling y'all, my throat be getting dry on here. I guess it's probably the most talking I be doing because for real, I don't even really talk that much, y'all. Believe it or not. The Minister of Boxing says, I always felt Regis was overrated. The man lost to Josh Taylor. To those who say Regis won, then he barely won. That's not impressive either way. Teofimo beat Taylor. If Regis beat Taylor, so did Catterall. Yeah, Catterall beat Taylor. I believe Catterall beat Taylor. And that's what I'm saying. Box minister violations. That was my thing with Regis. Like every time I watch Regis fight, I be like, I don't know. I don't know. Like that's how I always felt after Regis fight. I don't know. But still, I like Regis. And he a 2-time champion in the division. So it's not like he no slouch. And that's why I say like this is his statement fight. If he can beat Haney, it's tough to say. But if he can beat Haney, then he'll get some clout. He'll be able to get better fights, bigger money fights, possibly. I wouldn't say he's one of the best, but I will say he could probably beat Devin. Matt say Devin not knocking Regis out, but he will outbox him for 12 rounds. But don't y'all want to see Devin knock somebody out? Like, wouldn't that just be like, oh, right, if Devin knock out Regis? Because he hasn't knocked nobody out in like 90-some rounds, apparently. Boxing Brief say YouTube tripping. They won't let him put the link. D-Town say before 6 or after 6. Who, in your opinion? 2 on Dev and Regis. I think Regis will be under 6. And if Dev do something, it'll be over 6. Is that what you asking, D-Town? That's what I think. I think Ryan is going to knock Duarte out in the 6th round. That's what I bet. Yeah, I think Ryan going to knock Duarte out. Duarte like to come forward. He a pressure fighter. And if Ryan got that jab, and I seen him working on this little fake hook up top, and then he go to the body, Duarte out of there. Because y'all can say what you want about Ryan. He got speed and he got power. Minister of Boxing say, yeah, my money stand in my pocket when it comes to boxing. Anybody ever 12-3 in the building? What's going on? Hey, listen, if you just joining the live, please drop it in the chat. Let me know where you're joining from. And please be sure to punch that like button and subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. If you're listening to the replay of this live, please make sure to let me know and drop it below your 2 cents about what we talking about as we go through the live today. I watched everything he has a few times. Let's see. Yeah, punch placement by Tank is second to none. And if you got a little crack with punch placement, you don't need to punch that hard. Exactly. I'm like, it don't matter if I'm punching you hard or if I'm punching you in the right spot. You out of there. So y'all saying Tank ain't punching hard is not no knock on him. It don't like they you done got knocked out by this man. You gonna get up and be like, he don't punch hard. It don't matter, bro. You out of there. 12-3, bro arm looks like he has a torn bicep. I like you can't even throw a punch with a torn bicep, can you? I don't even know why you. And see, this is the thing. We want Ryan to win in this spectacular fashion to show he's been dedicated and all this. And you fighting a dude with a torn bicep, Ryan. We can't give you what you looking for with that. Like, come on, Ryan. You got me up here looking crazy. Got me up here looking crazy. I'm up here fighting for my life talking about you, and you fighting a dude at a catch weight with a torn bicep with this extra exaggerated beef you got going on with Bernard Hopkins and Oscar De La Hoya, man. When you put it in that perspective, it ain't looking too good for Ryan. But I'ma still rock with him though. Boxing Brief said, knock the fucking location out of Hector. He didn't know where he was at. Hey, y'all are hilarious. Let's see. Very high IQ to set up a boxer with the punch. Takes the highest level of IQ too, and what's waiting for you in them traps lights out. I'm busy. About what? Hold on, y'all. Okay. Man, he knocked Hector's lights out. Knocked the location and the lights out of Hector. He said he couldn't even see. Matt Perez say my boxing type top 5 of all time is Floyd, Sugar Ray Robinson, Ali, Lennox Lewis, and Earl Spence Jr. Oh, Floyd, Sugar Ray. That's a pretty decent list. I might replace Lennox Lewis with somebody else. I'm not sure who. 12, I saw that the other day and said something yesterday. Not everyone is talking about Duarte bicep. That's what I'm saying, man. And this is another problem I'm having with boxing. Stop fighting injured. Like, I don't know if this is a normal thing and maybe we just didn't know so many fighters were fighting injured because it wasn't social media like that. Yeah, y'all let me know and drop it below. Like, is this normal for fighters to be fighting injured, or is this like a new age type of thing? Go hard boxing in the building. Salute. What's going on? D35 in the building. What's going on? D35, I ain't seen you in a while, man. Where you been? I feel like since the holidays started, everybody been all over the place. D-Town say Devin gave it away on the face-off with the Regis when Devin made it a point to shine a spotlight on their age difference. Yeah, he did. But I didn't realize that everybody he been fighting for these belts been 35 years old. But it's not Devin's fault. It's not Devin's fault that these the guys with the belts. I mean, let me see. I can't say it's Devin's fault. I can't say Devin maneuvers in a way, but he not doing nothing to make himself just be too manufactured or anything like that. But he is maneuvering in a smart way, to be honest with you. Oh man, what happened? Where was I at? D Town. I don't lie, bro. You must do a lot of lines. Speak for yourself. It says Regis started boxing at the age of 17. Oh, Regis. Oh, Regis just started boxing at 17? Hmm. He started late. Okay. Okay. If Regis just started boxing at 17, they give you a different perspective. You know what I'm saying? When you think about it that way. Because Devin been boxing since he was what, 6 months? Devin been boxing his whole life. The man ain't even go to school because he was boxing. Old school Arden. If you pick Buster in that fight, you didn't like Mike from the beginning and always bet your money on the underdog. Oh, they still going back and forth. Claymore Rain is in the building. What's up, Claymore? 3 to 5 rounds. Once he gauged that distance with that jab, the hook's gonna start flying. Who, Devin or Regis? Cash Crypto salute. Hey, if y'all just coming in the chat, punch that like button. Uh-oh. D35, we not doing this today. We not doing this today, D35. He say EJ not top 5. Listen, this is 2 cents boxing. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. He say EJ is top 5 on his list. EJ is top 5 on the list. I'm gonna get EJ top 3 on my list, D35. How about that? Okay, we not going there today though. We not going there today though. Let's see. Hector was fucked up for like a month after that damn fight. And did y'all see how Hector looked in his last fight? Now, I don't know if Hector is messed up from the Tank fight or if he messed up from the money for the Tank fight. You know what I'm saying? Because it kind of looked like he might not have trained like he should have trained for that fight. But you had Lamont Roach coming through. He came through and got the belt right up off of Hector. He came through, outbox Hector, got that belt right up off him. Now he can go chill in the sunset with that money he made from Tank. Quit snitching content. Let's see. I feel the boxers usually have some type of injury come fight not very often. Really. The type of injuries that's gonna a torn bicep, like dude, you can't even punch. I understand you might have a hurt shoulder or but you got a torn bicep, bro. Can you fight with a broken ribs and shit? Like, can y'all fight with these things? Can y'all effectively put on a decently competitive fight with your bicep torn? Man, stop it. Buster was not skilled. What's his record, old school? 38 and 6. Hey, they going back and forth with this Buster stuff. Crucial content say Diaz was in his 30s. Gamboa, my grandfather age. Loma 35 and Regis 34. Let's see who we got back here. Oh, D35. You not coming up here. We're not talking about no Spence Crawford. I just want to be clear. We're not talking about no Spence Crawford. All right, everybody. We got D35 in the building.
What's up? What's up, 2 Cent?
What up, D35?
What's good? What's good? You said we talking about how Bud beat up on Earl. I ain't hear that. Cause I'm in the show.
Hello? Hello?
Can you hear me?
All right, I can hear you now. What up?
Oh, okay, okay. I ain't hear what you said. You said we talk.
No, no. All right, let's see, let's see. D35, we can't hear you. You went out. So Ryan Garcia fight is tonight. Yes, the Ryan Garcia fight is tonight. D35, I don't know what happened to you, brother. You might have to come out and come back in. Hey, day. Yeah, Boxing Ego put up a video saying Duarte looks injured. Well, I mean, this is just another thing to discredit Ryan. Ryan don't need. It's not his fault Duarte coming in injured though. It's not his fault. I don't know what Duarte did, but he injured. D-Time, we can't hear you, bro. Hello? Oh, I guess he muted himself. All right. Buster was that skilled. Buster, just like Bo, very skilled. A lot of boxing historians said the same thing. I'm saying that Buster was lazy and he rarely trained correctly for fights. We're not talking about that D35. Tell him crucial content. I don't know what happened to D35. Maybe I'll take a phone call or something. D35 about to go in on Spence. We're not talking about Spence today, y'all. We talking about Earl Spence. I mean, not Earl Spence. See, we talking about Ryan Garcia, Regis Prograis, and Devin Haney. It says, oh, well, I'm out. I just got home from work, and I'm going to eat. Peace out, 2 cents in chat. All right, thanks for joining us, William Old School. See you next time. You saying Boxing Ego started the rumor about him being hurt? All right, D-Town, I'm going to check it. I'm going to check my IG. I'm going to check my IG. Well, we've been up here about an hour and 14 minutes. I was going to let D35 come on here and cook real quick. But I don't know what happened to him. But yeah, I might come on here later after the fight tonight for a little post-fight recap, depending on how everything goes. You know it's gonna be some more drama in the post-fight press conference. If Oscar and them don't show up again and he wins, I'm gonna be too done with them. I'm gonna know they tripping. I'm gonna know they exaggerating. Just do boxing in the building. What's going on? Just do. What is going on? So I don't know, y'all. I just hopefully Ryan wins in dramatic fashion because that's what he needs to do. He doesn't need to just win. He has to win in a dramatic fashion. And if Duarte is hurt, he better do that. He better do that. He better make it as nasty as he possibly can make it and take advantage to make his statement. Because it's a lot of people sleeping on Ryan. And Ryan do got to earn his respect. And part of it is his fault because he did not take his craft as serious as he needs to take it. He been BSing around and playing. He scored a tank fight and made $30 million, and we all know he wasn't deserving of it, skill-wise. Maybe business-wise and what he brought to the table allowed him to get away with that. But listen, anybody want to drop your 2 cents in the comments? I'm about to go ahead and hop off here. I'll be on here another 2 minutes. Everybody drop your 2 cents in the comments. Get it off your chest. I appreciate everybody for coming on here today. All things just do. D-Town, Minister of Boxing, Crucial Content, D35, Cash Crypto, Matt Perez, Boxing Briefs with D1, Claymore Rain, G313. Who else we got? I don't want to try not to miss nobody. If I missed you, my bad. But Snoopy Matt, thanks for stopping by. Listen, I want to thank everybody for coming up here today. Appreciate y'all for stopping by. And stay tuned for my 2 cents in the next live. shit be jamming though.